What's up, everybody? I'm Allison Johnson, and you're watching Pulling the Black Card. I hope you're all having a wonderful Friday. And I titled this show is What's Happening to Kyrie Irving. Censorship is making the black man apologize, a new way to emasculate him, castrate him, if you will. Let's talk about it because you know, there's trying to say that Kyrie Irving is an anti-Semitic, and because he posted a link to a documentary, Hebrews to Negro, I think it is, and they're saying that let's get into it because they're saying that it's the movie version too. It's the documentary of the series of books that this author, I believe I think it's Ronald Dalton Jr. Yes, that he has written, and so I guess they didn't like the press meeting when Kyrie wouldn't answer questions. Um, and they say that this book is anti Semitic. The ADL describes the book as this, okay? And the ADL, I forget what they stand for. Oh, yeah, Anti Defamation League. And this is what they say that is in the book. I ordered the book on Audible because I'm going to listen to it. Um, have some shows coming up, but I'm going to take time to listen to it. But I'm going to read to you what they say this film and these books are about. The 2018 film, Hebrews to Negros, based on director Ronald Dalton Jr.'s book series of the same name, is a 3+ hour effort to prove the Black Hebrew Israelites' belief that certain people of color, including Black Americans, are the true descendants of the biblical Israelites. The film promotes the belief commonly found among anti Semitics, they're saying, okay, and the extremist factions of the BHI, Black, I guess, Hebrew movement, including claims that the modern Jew are imposters who stole the religion heritage of Black people and have engaged in a cover-up to prevent Black people from knowing their true identity. Yeah. And they go on to say, while much of the film deals with historical and genetic and transatlantic slave trade, sorry y'all, slave trade, and the claims that Jews falsified the history of the Holocaust in order to conceal the nature and protect their status of the power. The film also amplifies long-standing anti-Semitic tropes about Jewish power, control, and greed, including false claims that Jews control the media, and disputes the identity of modern Jews, claiming that they are religious converts who descended from, it goes on and on, okay? Now, Kyrie posted the link to the documentary. And because he said he did not feel like he's not an anti-Semitic, he believes, he said he wasn't even promoting it, you know. Now, I have to say, I have put things on my social media. There's a book by Donald Goines, um, Whoresome, that's about whores and a young man being brought up by whores, and some things go on in that book. I mean, if you ever read Donald Goines' book, some would say that I don't believe in the rights of women because I have that on my page, and then could later say that you see how can all go awry. This just because this man had this on his page. Much of what I read off, there are scholars who believe that the first, we are the true Israelites, the true Hebrews. They're scholars who preach that, teach that, and has given proof of that. Um, Now, I know Jewish people don't want to hear that. And I think, other than just suspending Kyrie for 5 games, maybe we could have this conversation, because it seems that many people in the Jewish community don't want to have the conversation about blacks being the true Israelites. They don't want to have the conversation. Why don't they want to have the conversation? I keep asking, why do they go straight to, you're an anti-Semitic, you hate us, if you read this book, you know how many times I've read certain books that certain things I believed in and I learned from, and then certain things I didn't believe in. So, I mean, Kyrie Irving could have watched that documentary and saw much of what he believed in. And then some of it he may not have believed it. But now, because they deem him an anti-Semitic, he's got to go on an apology tour. He said what he said. He said, I'm not an anti-Semitic. I posted that, and that's that. He didn't post I love Hitler or anything crazy like this. This is a book. And this is a book, and it sounds like censorship to me. It really does. So, I have some footage of some Black Jews and some other footage from the wise John Henry Clark. And I just want you to take time to listen to this, because I don't think that it's fair that even because I know I got comments about why should when I was talking about ye, yeah, that why should he apologize to the Jewish community? I did not say he should apologize to the Jewish community, and I am going to play what I said. I said that I wanted him to apologize to George Floyd's family for saying that Chauvin did not put his knee on his neck for over 9 minutes, over 8 minutes. That's what I said. But I said that I believe what he did was very smart when he read off the definition and how many businesses in the entertainment. I looked it up today. You will be scrolling and scrolling past people of Jewish faith who run much of the entertainment business. And that is not being anti-Semitic. I don't get that. That would, could you imagine if Black people said, okay, if you say that we dominate a certain field, then that's anti-Black and you are a racist. If you say, so if somebody said mostly Black people sing R&B, that'd be anti-Black. If you say, most rappers are Black, That would be anti-black. Let's pull up the definition, what they deem the definition of anti-Semitic. Okay, well, let me just share the screen because it's getting tiresome. Okay, and I must say that Yi is the one person that I really don't consider. I think he stuck to his guns. He was looking for other places to have his product made, but he read. I'm going to show you what he did, but for right now, I want to share this, and I want you to see what I found for anti-Semitic. And I want to know if why does it look like this? I hope this don't go wrong. What do you believe that this, okay, here we go, is anti-Semitic? Okay, here we go. I'm going to share it right now. Here we go. I don't know why that came up. It's going to be cool though. I got this. Getting better every day, yo. I am. Let's go. This is supposed to be saying something. It's going to say something. Say something, damn it. Hold on, let me make this work. And it just I don't know. It eats me up to see a black man who I truly believe is not hating of the Jewish people, Jewish community. Why is this not going away? Why is this still there? And I just don't understand why they can't have I'll read it to you. Have a conversation with us, with black people. It's like they don't even want to deal with that we were the first of everything. And that we all know that let's go here. Let's add this. Look.
Here before inside Torah.
It's crazy to think that I'm
and before I go on, this white man, this white Jewish man went to Ethiopia to see for himself. It's almost like it was hard for him to believe all of this was going on, and these were Jews, and these Ethiopians been Jews for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. There's the Guyana. They have the ancient Jews. So we need to have this conversation because and really delve into this and stop all this crap that if we believe something and our scholars are telling us something, why can't we believe it? Why must their truth be the only truth? It's not going down like that.
Okay, my name is Asmaro. I live in Ethiopia, Gondar. I wanted to go to Israel.
Shalom. How are you?
Here before inside Torah.
It's crazy to think that I'm in a Jewish cemetery in Ethiopia.
Why is that so crazy? I just want to know, why is that so crazy to him?
Never thought I would be here. Hello and welcome to Gondar, Ethiopia. Today is a very special story that I've been wanting to tell you for years. I've always known that Ethiopia had a lot of Jews. That's why when I went to Israel 3 times, I saw a lot of black Jews who are almost exclusively from Ethiopian heritage. There's about 130,000 of them in total, to be exact. Being a Jew myself, this has always piqued my curiosity. Just like the Jews I met in Afghanistan, Turkmenistan, and Yemen.
Welcome to Safe Village.
I really enjoy connecting with other members of the tribe and seeing how they maintain their traditions in today's world. In Ethiopia, I had thought that all the Jews had migrated to Israel, but then I found out that that's not exactly the case here in Gondar, a city in the northwestern region of the country. Shalom. Today, around 4,000 of them remain, who are known as Beta Israel in the world of Judaism. I woke up early this morning to take an adventure into a Jewish village, and I'm blown away by what I saw.
Shalom, Shana Tova, Mashlimcha, Atayuda.
This is Falashia Village, a place in the Siamen Mountains where a few hundred Jews used to live for generations until they mostly left for Israel in the 1980s and 90s. Nowadays, it's still remarkably preserved as a Jewish town, despite there being no more Jews left today. So these little girls now want to show me more of the village, so they're taking me around.
Here inside.
Okay.
Have village out.
You're 12? How old are you?
11.
11.
I'm great. Going in the Falasha village is 942.
It's like an actual village in here. We're walking through these little houses.
Have there. You look here before Jewish live here. Now left it in Israel 1942 years ago.
I felt like I got a complete Jewish history lesson from this 11-year-old girl, and it was unexpectedly amazing.
Because for some reason, and I'm sorry, I know you all keep saying she's always bringing up black stuff and white stuff. This is pulling the black card, and I really. Why is he so amazed? We see, she's a bright 11-year-older who knows about her surroundings, knows her history. That's what she should be. No, she should be able to tell you and take you on a tour. Why is that so shocking? I don't know. But let's move on.
Common in the New World. Over time, these slaves took on the faith of the homes in which they were enslaved.
I'm sorry, y'all. Let's start it from the beginning. That would be nice, right? Here we go, y'all.
European colonizers in Africa began sending African slaves to their newly built colonies in the Americas.
Their newly built colonies. She sounded like we was getting ready to move. They was going to move to condos or something. They're going to shacks. They laying on dirt floors. Okay. I've been to some of those plantations, those shacks where slaves have stayed. And I just didn't like the way she said it, but I won't interrupt anymore. Let's go.
According to research, it's highly possible that the first black Jews in the New World came as slaves from Jewish communities in Africa, like the Ethiopian Jews known as the Beta Israel. During the 1500s and 1600s, slave ownership became more and more common in the New World. Over time, these slaves took on the faith of the homes in which they were enslaved. 1500s.
And that's called Christianity. That's what they took on.
Officer's trial. The officer said the shooting was an accident after he...
This is the Ethiopians and the black Jews and the African Jews and living in Israel. And they catch such hell. It's not easy for them. It seems not to be easy for anyone who has brown skin wherever we go. I went to Brazil, and all the darker people were the cleaners and the housekeepers. They lived up on the mountain. They came down and worked for the resorts, and the fair-skinned Brazilians who had money. So this is everywhere you go, and for the Jewish African in Israel, this is what they're being faced with. I know I'm going a little off of Kyrie, but I just want to get this point drilled in that there are African Jews. And it seems to me that European Jews do not want to embrace the fact, even think about the fact that, God forbid, we were the original Hebrew people, the original Israelites, the chosen people. That can't be. How could that be? You Negroes, the chosen people? They don't have the conversation. They're so ready to say someone's an anti-Semitic. The man, Kyrie said, he's not an anti-Semitic. You can read a book, okay, and like I said, or look at a movie and some of it you agree with and some of it you don't agree with. And he should not have to go on an apology tour or be drilled, or why did you have that there? Lots of what I read from this ADL, for what they said that that organization says that book's about, many Black scholars have agreed with that wholeheartedly. So we're not supposed to believe in our scholars, in our books. You know, okay, it may be certain parts of it that may come off to them as anti-Semitic, especially things about the Holocaust. I can understand that is a wound that don't nobody want to be reopening. But to call the man an anti-Semitic is ridiculous. I don't believe he is. He said he wasn't. What more do they want? Well, listen, this is what they're doing in Israel.
Fired at the ground. He faces a maximum of 3 years in prison.
החוק שלכם, אתם המצאתם את החוק מאסר עולם. זה החוק של רצח. אז איך 3 שנים?
בואו נשב, נגיד את כל הקורבנות של הנרצח, הם כולם ביחד.
אברהם גמקין! נרצח על ידי שוטר! סלומון זרפה! נרצח על ידי שוטר!
They're angry.
Tekka's death wasn't the first to rally the Ethiopian Israeli community. Over the past 5 years, 6 young Ethiopian men have been killed by cops, according to a local advocacy group, leading to huge protests across the country. None of the officers were prosecuted until now. This might sound a lot like the Black Lives Matter movement in America, but for Ethiopian Israelis, their struggle for acceptance is complicated by both race and religion. They're facing injustice in the world's only Jewish state, even though they're also Jewish. Young Ethiopian Israelis like the rapper Teddy Neguse have been at the forefront demanding change. He's best known for the song Handcuffed, which became something of an anthem for the protest movement. What are some of the lyrics that you think speak the strongest to people, that resonate with them the most?
אני זה בעיה, אני זה המיעוט, אני זה הסיכון, זה הצבע הלבוש. אני תעלומה, אז תביאו את הבילוש. אני זה העילה, לא צריך את הצו חיפוש. תצלם בפלאפון, תעלה לפייסבוק.
The music video was based on a real-life act of police brutality. In 2015, 2 police officers were involved in the beating of an Ethiopian Israeli soldier. Neither officer was charged. The visuals are pretty strong.
Yeah, I knew that I need to bring it to the Israeli audience, for them to understand what I'm speaking about. It's me making myself as all the issues of racism and police brutality reflected on me.
So I never hear the Jewish community speaking about this. I really wish we had shows again, like Phil Donahue, and other shows where people debated things like this, because it's very one-sided. You can I have to get to the meaning of anti-Semitic, but it's a whole lot of things. It's even if you promote, they say, a stereotype, if you if let's pull it up, because this is really yeah. I feel as though it's almost anything you can say, you pretty much are an anti-Semitic. I mean, of course, there's things that it's just blatant and in your face, but someone posting something and them, even if they've watched it and they believe some of it, or if they believe all of it, but if he says I'm not an anti-Semitic, who are you to say he is? He did not do any of these things, and I'm going to pull it up. This is getting on my nerve. Hold on. Okay, because it is so important to really to get down to the real nitty gritty and talk about what they feel is anti-Semitic. And I respect the fact. Okay, here we go. All right, this one. They have a lot of them. Okay, one of them is hostile, okay, to or prejudice to Jewish people. Well, that's a no-brainer. And then there's, I want to get the ADL, the that meaning. Is that it? Here's another one. Here we go. Anti-Semitism. Okay. Is hostility to prejudice towards or discrimination against Jews. A person who holds such position is called an anti-Semitic. This is not giving the meaning, and this is getting on my nerve. I had it pulled up. Now I know what other content creators go through when you know you had something right there and you're trying to get to it. Be patient with me. I love y'all. I do. Okay, so the Oxford, it was right here. I had it all here. Okay, what's this one? Let's see what this one says. Okay, anti-Semitic. This shit ain't doing nothing. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I'm like, what is it? This ain't saying a damn thing. Well, let's hear what John Henry Clarke has to say. And I gave it a quick one because if you get a chance, go to John Henry Clarke's YouTube page. He has one. He has long passed. My aunt who raised me took me to hear him speak when I was a young girl. And I fell asleep on some of it, and she kept waking me up. He's
a Jewish professor or any other professor give me a clear definition of a Semitic. If you can't tell me what is a Semitic, you can't tell me what is an anti-Semitic.
Did y'all hear that? Because listen to Ye read
that I could be considered anti-Semitic till I read one of the definitions of
Listen to
anti-Semitism. Look at this. The definition says, making mendacious, dehumanizing, demonizing, or stereotypical allegations about Jews as such, or the power of Jews as a collective, such as, especially, but not exclusively. This sounds like think about it, that sounds like the type wording that's in the contracts, right?
Indeed.
Okay, it says, such as, especially, but not exclusively, the myth about a world Jewish conspiracy or of Jews controlling the media, economy, government, or other societal institutions.
But isn't that what you said? That Jews run everything?
Yeah, but that actually is considered to be anti-Semitic.
Right.
So I didn't realize that it was anti-Semitic to say, hey, I have a Jewish attorney, I have a Jewish record label, I have a Jewish contractor, I have a
Do you regret your statements? Or the statements you think you should be walking back? I mean, considering...
What do you mean walking back?
Well, backing up off of them. I mean, the thing is, you've lost a lot of endorsements. People are dropping you. You're getting, vilified. I mean, you might think you're right, but I think, there's a whole world out there that's condemning you for what you said.
Okay, so this right here is a chart of Universal Studios, 20th Century Fox, ABC News, CBS News, Columbia Pictures, Warner Brothers, ESPN Sports, Fox News, Washington Post, Metro Goldwyn Mayer, MTV Music Television, Nickelodeon, USA Today, Wall Street Journal, Comedy Central, NBC Entertainment, Google, what else do we have? Disney, ABC Kids and Family, YouTube, Los Angeles Times, Discovery Network, Paramount Pictures, Facebook, Huffington Post, Yahoo, Marvel, Hulu, Cosmopolitan, Time, Touchstone, Associated Press, Pixar, Miramax, HBO, New York Post, LucasArts, MSNBC, DreamWorks Animation. Now, the thing is, I skipped over maybe about 5 of them because it was just unclear on this list. The red are the executives that are Jewish.
You see that? And I'm telling you, I went, I did my research, and he's telling the truth. All of those media outlets. How could you not say? I mean, those are huge media outlets that control a lot of what we hear and learn. They control the narrative. And how could you not say a lot of media is ran by Jewish executives? That is not anti-Semitic. That is fact. I don't understand what part of that they don't understand. It boggles my mind. And I want to, because I'm seeing everybody backtrack. They are afraid. And it is proving what Ye said is true about the Jewish community. They have a lot of power. When people talk about us, all of this does not happen. This doesn't happen. They don't care. Oh man, me and Malika Andrews was on ESPN. She's always taking her little jabs at black men. Don't nobody care about that. She ain't going nowhere. Okay? Because she's taking jabs at black men. But I love KD, Kevin Durant. And this is what Kevin Durant said that he believed. And listen, oh God, it always keeps doing that. Let's get it. Go. No, it must not want me to do that. Okay. It's not letting me do it. Okay, get it. Get it. There we go.
After Kyrie Irving spoke with reporters yesterday, Nets management not only suspended him, but also issued its strongest statement of condemnation yet. The Nets said, "We are of the view that Irving is currently unfit to be associated with the Brooklyn Nets." Then about 4 hours later, Irving said on Instagram, "I apologize." Today, the Nets are in Washington. And here's what Kevin Durant had to say at their morning shoot-around.
I ain't here to judge nobody or talk down on nobody for how they feel. I just didn't like anything that went on. I feel like it was all unnecessary. I feel like we could have just kept playing basketball, kept quiet as an organization. I just don't like none of it.
Durant later tweeted, "I just want to clarify the statements I made at shoot-around. I see some people are confused. I don't..."
Okay, this is, you know what that means, right? Somebody talked to him and said, listen, Kevin, you don't want to go. And I know he's a strong-willed black man too. But he said somebody talked to Kevin. Kevin Durant didn't on his own walk this back. He didn't. Somebody talked to him and said, you see what Kyrie's going through? Do you really want to go through that? You don't want to go through that.
Condone hate speech or anti-Semitism. I'm about spreading love always. Our game unites people, and I want to make sure that is at the forefront.
What is your reaction?
So it seems that the black man can't have his own beliefs. And they don't even ask him what his beliefs are. They just automatically, because they seen a book that had some things in it that they don't agree with, that they find anti-Semitic, that means he hates all Jews. It's crazy. And so everybody's got to now apologize. And if they don't apologize, they go for their pocketbook. They must pay. Listen, I ordered the book, the audio, so I can listen to it and tell y'all what I thought of it. And this is what it said.
To engage with a critical ear and draw their own conclusions based on evidence provided in and outside of this text.
That's all that needs to be done. Just because you have a book or just because you put a link to something doesn't necessarily mean you believe in everything in it. You may have some strong beliefs in some of the things in it. And that is your right. So I made this longer than I wanted to. I went longer than I wanted to, and I'm very sorry. But it was kind of hard unpacking all of this because you're damn if you don't, you're damn if you do. And it seems that the Jewish community, they just don't want to accept the thought of blacks being the first Hebrews, the first Israelites. They just can't believe it. That what? No. It's us. When you say we're not that, that's anti-Semitic. I mean, what's going on? I looked at the list of executives and entertainment, and I was scrolling. You could Google it. Google how many Jewish executives are in media. They'll show you all the different companies, and you're going to be scrolling like I was too. So how can you not say that it seems like a lot of Jewish people run, a lot of entertainment, as they did with music in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Look at your records and look at the last names behind them. Why can't we just get to the truth? Instead of just demonizing people, let's just get to the truth. Because, I like Kyrie Irving. I like that he stands 10 toes down. I do. And it bothered me that he felt as though he had to apologize. Because this is his livelihood. But isn't he a very rich man? I can't tell him what to do. But can you walk away? I guess you can't walk away from all those millions, even if you have millions. But this is Allison Johnson, and another pulling the black card. And I want to thank all my new subscribers. I know a lot of people think I speak about race too much, but I can't help it. I love my people. It's nothing wrong with loving your people, long as you're not hating everybody else. But I love my people. My people have been through a lot, and we are resilient people. But damn it, do we gotta always try to prove it? So I just love it. I had someone say, "You're always saying we. Who are you talking about?" And I said to myself, in 1970, I could never imagine a Black person hearing another Black person say we, and they not know who the hell I'm talking about. Talking about Black folk, talking about Black people. I'm talking about Asiatic people, talking about African people of African descent, Caribbean descent. My father's Jamaican. So let's get to it. Have that debate. And I'm telling you, with the right scholar, the right Black scholar, we will definitely find out the truth. I love y'all. And read some books. I'm going to be listening to the audio of this book. I usually love to read. I can't wait till my books get to South Africa. But I have a show coming next week, and I'm going to have to listen to the Audible. And it would take so long for the book to get to me, you know. Kyrie's 5-game suspension would be over. I love y'all. And remember, go out and love somebody. It's for free. Later. And peace be unto you.